I need to rant for a second, so bear with me. Let me explain to you why most people, they want to be the visionary leader, but they actually can't be the visionary leader. Being the visionary leader means that you actually have to sacrifice a lot more of your free time. You have to think before everybody else does. You have to come up with the innovative ideas. You're going to be shunned. You're going to be laughed at. You're going to be, you know what I mean? Because the collective, most people, like, they're just like, oh, you're crazy. It's too big of an idea. It's not going to get done. How is that possible? Like, this isn't realistic, etc., etc. And you're the one that's going to have to go in and be like, no, despite all the negativity, despite people not believing you, despite like, you know, everyone telling you no and rejecting you, you still push on anyway and you still persevere because you know that it is something that you actually have to do. There's also this other thing of like, when you're the visionary leader, it's like, you have to keep your counsel close. You're not going to be able to like go everywhere all by yourself because you're going to be recognized, right? So a lot of that stuff, there is a weight to bear for having that kind of like status that I feel like a lot of people are really wanting. They're wanting the validation. They are wanting to be adored and liked because like people didn't like them growing up. But that's not the reason why you should become a visionary leader. That was the problem with the old spiritual gurus. And they're not really gurus because they were actually business people who saw something that was like, ooh, this is like new and innovative. I bet I could angle this and make a shit ton of money. And that's what they fucking did. They basically told you all this basic stuff, charged you $1,000 for it, making you walk on fire and like all of this stuff. And I'm not saying that's necessarily bad. I'm just saying that like, if you go and look at those people and their spiritual journey since when they started having this aha awakening or blah, 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 they're still in the same damn fucking place that they were 20 years ago. They're not the visionary leaders. This new way that I have been talking about has never been done before. This is less about manifesting and creating and chasing after something that you know you could create in one point or another. Information is free now. All right. Google it, put it into the TikTok search bar. And then with AI coming in, reiterating everything in like just like milliseconds, like we have all of the information at our fingertips. There is no gatekeeping. Like, even if girls are trying to gatekeep, you could literally Google that shit and figure out what the fuck it was. Anyhow, the real way you're going to be able to see who's actually a visionary leader or not is really going to come down to whether the person is willing to take the guidance that God, angels, universe are giving them and really taking practical actions by applying that guidance to their life and actually making it fucking happen. Now, it's not necessarily people's faults that they don't want to like step up even if they have the desire or the dream, because in all honesty, it's a lot and most people cannot handle it. And that's okay, right? But just because your gifts like opened up and you can now like channel things or you can hear things or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a visionary leader. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not the case. You may be an integral part and you may have a part, you know what I mean? Like in a very important part to play, and you have your own talents and gifts and like, you're going to be using that to like help the collective and like your community and stuff. And that's awesome. And if you're one of those people, I'm happy to help you build your business like with integrity and standards and quality so that you can like really receive that generational wealth because you deserve that. But this is really coming into a time where it's going to be about practical action and about, in a way, like practical magic, where yes, we could be like, Wingardium Leviosa. Sorry, like there's a Harry Potter marathon going on today. But anyway, you could do a spell and potentially just like manifest things really quickly into your life, etc., or whatever. But what we're building, this new way of being for society so that like we don't, you know, like just F each other up, right? Is really so much more about creating this new way that people operate, new ways for like companies to treat their employees, right? Like this is on a fucking global scale, okay? And those kind of things take innovation, they take a vision, and they take a lot of hard work and a lot of fucking effort. Now, I don't ever think that making effort is bad. Doing work and like having to put some effort into it is a good thing. It's really fun to like work with your hands and like feel these things, which also, meanwhile, I was going to do a whole reading about this because if you check this out, Queen of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles at the flipping top of this. So, you know, there's a lot of this energy rising of, you know, Queen of Pentacles, you're stepping up as a queen of like not settling for less than what you deserve, right? Which is what you need to do. But then really building this out that's where it's going to separate like the talkers from the actual like leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like people will talk all the live long day that they're the one and they're the chosen one and like they're one of the 144,000 or whatever. But then it's like, what are you really doing? And how are you really helping? And what are you doing on a daily basis to actually make this happen? And do you know how to break this down? Can you actually talk to the people that really actually need your help? Do you know how to communicate with them in a way that they can understand? Are you actually giving them what they need or what you think they need? Because that's a very different story in and of itself too. And like, exactly how are you actually improving their lives just by like, saying, oh, buy my $10,000 course. Like that's just fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? There are certain things that I do believe are worth like $10,000, $100,000 or whatever that you should pay for if that's right for your journey. It's less about the money. It's more so just about like, this isn't just a business proposition. This is about changing the world for the fucking better. And I'm just going to give a little bit here because this is honestly soothing my soul a little bit. So maybe this is a little bit for me, a little bit for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But, Queen of Pentacles, you are a queen. You are wealthy. You are abundant. You are meant to be here. You are meant to do something significant. So like, stop crying over the spilled milk. Finish processing out all of those emotions and the past trauma. You gotta let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Right? You gotta let it go because this is what's holding you back. And once you learn how to let that go, again, there's 10,000 different ways to do it. If you really want me to help you do that, like, just let me know. Book a Shift Your Belief session because I can do that in 30 minutes and just take out the limiting belief. I go straight into your soul. I figure it out. I ask your soul, what are you ready to release? We get the limiting belief out. We replace it with a positive belief and it literally becomes placed within you. You start operating from that place within 24 to 48 hours. Go to the link to my bio to book. Anyway, the point is that when you do that, then you get to start your new era of like, I always receive VIP treatment. I'm like a princess treatment. I already have like all of these wonderful things. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, you really get to have all of the things and then like, the romance will come. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, then you're going to start falling back in love with your life. You're not going to have to worry about people backstabbing you because you're really going in the way that you want to go. And then after that, you're going to be able to then plant your seeds for that happily ever after that you were looking for. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I keep on telling you, I can only tell you what the guidance is. I channel clear and loving guidance because I want you to have it all, right? But then it's up to you whether you're going to take the actions, take the guidance that I give you, even in these videos, and then apply it to your life to make shit happen. Because that's when you start getting the success stories. That separates the people who are actually ready to change and people who are willing to stay the same, right? People who are okay with identifying with their problems, people who are okay with staying in fear and pain. And then there's others who are like, no, I'm fucking done with that. I want to do the solution. I want to do what makes me feel good. I want to do what matters. You know what I mean? And so when you start going down that path, that's when you align with your destiny. That's when you align with your purpose. And that's when things start like magically fucking happening where like you lose a ton of weight, your body shape changes, like you all of a sudden feel like the best version of you. That's what I want for you. And that's why I sometimes get so mad because some of these like people who, let me just tell you, there are people out there who are so like delusional in a negative way that they really think that they are the chosen ones or whatever, and they are not. And like, yet you here, you are a chosen one and you're doubting yourself. Stop fucking doubting yourself. We need you to show the fuck up because if you're not going to show the fuck up, the universe will find someone else to like, use as a channel or whatever. And that's what I keep telling people. So like now, that's why I don't like to tell the future because I really am all about you have free will. You get to choose. So if you're ready to choose like your best life and step up as a visionary leader that you know you are meant to be, then come join me on my Disney spiritual retreat that's happening during New Year's Eve from December 30th through January 5th. It's less of a retreat and it's more of a massive spiritual boot camp where we're going to like quantum leap you into your highest self permanently so that you can use 2024 to really pave this new way because we need you. I need you. Okay. The world needs you. So please, for the love of God, if it's something that you're interested in, all of the details for my retreat and for any of my things on how I can help you are in the link in my bio. Just go and click it. You'll see all of my services and all that stuff. And if you have questions, of course, DM me. But like, I'm just telling you, you are ready. You are here. It is your time. Don't fucking waste it. This is your shot. Don't lose it. Don't miss your opportunity. You've got this and the universe wants you to win. And so do I. I love you. Like, comment, this resonates.